dreams come alive. Life is for living. With you, I've made my decision. You lift me up, fill my eyes with wonder. Forever young in your love, this freedom's untainted. With you, no moment is wasted. See the sun now bursting through the clouds. Black and white turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. This is living now. Nothing like living with you. This life you created, I choose. See the sun now bursting through the clouds. Black and white turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. Oh, this is living now.
If it was, am I living it? Do I live in it? So astounding. Love is an ocean, you can drown me. The sweet embrace, the lovely taste, I taste and see. I'm under grace, the place to be. It means I'll never need an umbrella. I'm cool in the cold, in the hot weather. Whether or never I ever understand, I'm a man in the hands of great plans. I stand with faith there in a life I never known to touch. And still outside my clutch, but I'm like, what's the dream of? What's the hope in? What's the doubt for? Live to no end. This is living. The life I've been given is a gift. If I'm a living, I'ma live it to death. So what's the dream of? What's the hope in? What's the doubt for? And live to no end. This is living. The life I've been given is a gift. If I'm a living, I'ma live it to death. Yeah.
This is living now. You take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love that sees me soar. God, your freedom is an open door. You are everything I want and more.
Good morning, DKM Northpark. Thanks for joining us online for our worship experience. Are you excited? Are you pumped? I hope you are. Can you stand up on your feet? Let's worship Jesus.
God, when you draw near, you change the atmosphere. There's no shame anymore. The sin that held my heart, you have lifted off. I await this in your love. In you, I come alive. Eyes wide, and dreams inspired. Your truth has opened my eyes. My heart's alive, my heart's alive. The weight has been released. No pressure on me, no pressure on me. no panoply. I am in the clear. You've overcome it all. In you, I come alive. Eyes wide, with dreams inspired. Your truth has opened my eyes. My heart's alive, my heart's alive. The weight has been released. No pressure on me, no pressure on me. Love has rescued me. Forever I'm free, forever I'm free. The weight has been released. No pressure on me, no pressure on me. Love has rescued me. Forever I'm free, forever I'm free. When I was searching, your love was never far. You made a way to get to me. You were the whisper leading me to your heart. Forever I belong to you. Now I can see clearly, my God, you for me. You won't let go. Your love won't let me down. And I know it's true. Yeah, I know that your love is all around. I believe in you, holding on to you, holding on, and I know you will never fail. I want all of you, you never change. Your love won't let me down. Love won't let me Love won't let me Love won't let me. Right when I need you, you listen as I pray. You leave the 99 for me. You paint the sky with promises of your grace. So I will find my way to you. Now I can see clearly, my God, you for me. You won't let go. Your love won't let me down. And I know it's true. Yeah, I know that your love is all around. I believe in you, holding on to you, holding on, and I know you will never fail. I want all of you, you never change. Your love won't let me down. Love won't let me. darling, I know you will never fail. I want all of you, you'll never change. Your love won't let me down. Love won't let me.
Alright, and now it's game time with Mr. Manny. Let's see who can beat Mr. Manny at rock, paper, scissors.
Mike? Did I get something? It's huge. Let's see what I got. Listen to this. Mike, you're my favorite person at Connect HQ. It's fan mail.
I don't think all of it is.
Listen to this one. Mike, your library book is overdue. Oh. Mike, we need our book back. Mike, we give up. Just keep the book. So it's a stack of almost all fan mail. Mike, when you smile, I see sunshine. This one seems passive aggressive.
We are Connect HQ. Every day we help the people of the world
Live God's way.
We look for the links,
Make the connection.
and you never know what might happen.
My name is Mike, and this is the time I hosted the Me Show.
People who wrote these things, they're so nice. They're so sweet. They must really like me.
Hey, Mike, look at this. Dear Connect HQ, my dad and I never get along. He does things way different than I do. My mom says that I should try walking a mile in his shoes. Do you know what that means? Could you help decipher that code? Thanks, from Ian.
That is a tough one. I mean, first, his feet are small. They're never gonna fit in his dad's shoes. And two, can you even walk a mile? Is that humanly possible?
That's not what that saying means. Ian's mom is saying that he needs to think about his dad's thoughts, his feelings, and needs. I think there's a verse about it.
But what does that have to do with shoes?
Here it is. Found in the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 3. Say it like this. Philippians 2, 3.
Philippians 2:3.
Don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish.
Be humble.
Be humble.
Thinking of others as better than yourselves.
Okay, thinking of others as better than yourselves.
When we put others first by considering them better than ourselves or walking a mile in their shoes, we're putting God's love into action.
So whose shoes am I going to wear today?
Oh, that's a great idea. We should join one of the other groups and help serve them and get to know them better.
I call skit vision. That's what I want.
Okay, well then you can make us a point leak video.
I'm gonna make the best skit ever.
Yeah. And I'll join a quiet time group and help find a Bible link.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna be a star.
Now don't forget, we're there to practice being humble and help someone else.
Oh, I'm very humble. I'm the most humble guy ever. I'm more humble than anybody else. Now, I'm gonna take my fan mail for my adoring fans and be on my way. I'm on my way. Oh, I'm so cute. Oh, I love it. Winston! Oh,
That's right.
it's so good to shake your hand. Oh.
Well, I'm a big fan of yours, and I found out that we have something in common. I love gummy worms too.
Oh, actually, I like gummy bears.
They're pretty much the same thing, right?
No, I've spent many years researching why gummy bears are the best, but we don't have time for that. There is a kid named Ian who needs our help. We need to show him how to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, and we need to show the point, which is God's love isn't selfish.
I see. We could do a skit where someone is trying to fit into shoes that don't fit, and then someone else comes along and shares the right size shoes.
Oh, that'd be so hilarious to see me trying to put my foot in a little shoe, being like, oh, it's too small. Ah.
Oh, so you want to be in the skit?
Yes, I am a vital resource for Skit Vision team. You bring the skit, and I bring the vision.
Well, it's just that we have actors who already auditioned for the group.
This is my audition. This is a stack of fan mail of people who would love to see me in a skit.
This one's a coupon for a free quesadilla.
Oh, look at that, they're sending me free food.
I thought you were just going to observe for the day.
I would not waste my talents. No way, I'm here to help. Actually, you just sit there. I'll take care of everything. You know what? Put your feet up. I've got this. Vision.
What just happened?
Is this what it's like working quiet? Shh. Is there anything that I should know? Is this what it's like? Oh. Shh, I got it.
Mike, this seems a little over the top. And I don't see how it teaches the point God's love isn't selfish.
Trust me, it will help Ian with this problem, and it's funny, and it stars me.
Then I guess we'll just rehearse it and see how it goes.
Oh, there's no need for that. I already filmed it. I have a little experience of setting up a camera and just going with it. Here, gummy bears, because they're better. Watch this. Stop, please. And welcome back to the Me Show with me, Mike. You probably recognize our next guest from breakfast, lunch, and she's currently working on dinner, Chef Elaine. Give a round of applause for Chef Elaine.
Yeah, let's make this quick. I've got a roast in the
Roast. Oh, so how did you become a chef?
Oh, that's actually an incredible story. I was the apprentice to the greatest pastry chef in France, and...
Oh, you know what that sound means.
But I was telling a story?
It's time for the Like My game. And the way this game works is that you have 30 seconds on the clock to say as many good things about me. And ready, set, go. Start.
I like your blue cards.
Is that all?
Got a great appetite.
Well, it's about time for a commercial break, but when we come back, me and Chef Elaine will be making ants on a log.
What about my roast?
What about your roast, Elaine? You crack me up.
Chef Elaine.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just up to the commercial break. There's like 3 more segments, including one where Chef Elaine goes off about a burnt roast.
Mike, this is...
The word you're looking for is epic.
I don't know how to say this.
I'll help you. It's called epic.
No, listen, Mike. We can't use this.
Why not? It looks great.
You look great. The whole thing is about you. I was so excited to work with you today, but then you came in here and took over. You didn't listen. You didn't serve. You even told me I wasn't allowed to like gummy worms. God's love isn't selfish. All you did was put yourself first.
Wow. Oh, wow. You're right. I'm so sorry. Let me fix this.
It's okay.
Please, let me help. I got an idea.
Okay, I think I found a Bible link that will help Ian. Luke!
In an orderly fashion.
Okay, I think I found a Bible link.
Good.
This is his 66 picks mixed up into one. The books about God, who he is and what he's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed tight inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, his story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much he loves me. Let him blow up all the pages, let this show go live. Let his word explode from this video into your life.
Way back in the Bible. Not that far back. Not that far back. Not that far back. Right after Jesus died for us and came back to life. Yeah, right after that. Jesus' followers had grown from just a few to thousands. They even moved from city to city. One of their leaders was one of Jesus' original 12 disciples. You may have heard of him. His name was Peter. He traveled around preaching and teaching the people how to live and love just like Jesus. In the city of Joppa lived a believer named Tabitha. She was always doing kind things for others and helping the poor. She showed others God's love by making clothes for people who needed them. But she got sick and died. Her friends prepared her body to be buried and laid her in an upstairs room until her funeral. But then they heard Peter was nearby. They begged Peter to come as fast as he could. As soon as Peter arrived in Joppa, he came to the upstairs room. The room was filled with women who were crying and showing Peter the coats and other clothes Tabitha had made for them. They told Peter how her kindness had blessed all of them so much. Peter asked everyone to leave the room. He got on his knees and prayed. Then he said, "Get up, Tabitha." And she opened her eyes. When she saw Peter, she sat up. Peter gave Tabitha his hand and helped her up. Then he called in the widows and all the believers, and he showed her to them, alive. The news spread through the whole town. Many people believed in Jesus because of the miracle of Tabitha's coming back to life. But many had already come to know Jesus because of the way she lived, loved, and served others. We can follow Tabitha's example by living and loving like she did.
When Tabitha died, all of the people remembered her for the nice things that she did and for being so humble.
Oh, that's perfect. What?
Oh, I said yay!
Oh, yay.
And that's a wrap on the skit video. Mike, we couldn't have done this without you.
I was really glad I got to help, and even though Chef Elaine is still very mad at me, she did help me get you this.
Wow. Gummy worms. Thank you.
I'm a big fan of your work. So how'd today go? I learned a lot.
Great.
Why are you whispering?
I learned a lot too.
Well, I'll show you the video we made. We discovered the point link.
God's love isn't selfish.
Here, watch.
These shoes are too tight!
Where are you in this video?
Oh, I'm not in it. I was helping out behind the camera. I found out I was a better servant if I wasn't on screen. Leave it to the professionals, as it were.
Wow, Mike, that's very humble of you.
Yeah, like I said, I'm the most humble guy I know. What'd you learn? Shh. But I want to know. Shh. But I want to know. 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 But I want to know.
Hi, I'm Mike with Connect HQ, and we have an answer for you. The Bible tells us this in the book of Philippians.
Philippians 2:3. Don't be selfish, be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves.
When you're making a decision, it's important to keep in mind that other people have their own thoughts, feelings, and needs, which matter just as much as the things you think, feel, and need. Tabitha showed that she wasn't selfish by thinking of people in need and helping them. When she died, people remembered her for being that, instead of being selfish. I had the opportunity to think of others first, but I only did things my way. I wasn't showing God's love. When we put others first by thinking about what they really need instead of what we think they need, it's like walking a mile in their shoes. Think about what it's like to be your dad, and show that selfless love by asking how you can help out around the house or listening to him when he seems upset. And we can show everyone that selfless love like Jesus showed to others. God's love isn't selfish. It's a love that makes us stand out. Thanks, Ian. And remember, Connect HQ is here to help you. God's love changes who you are from the inside out, so that you can be selfless and love others. If you want God's love to change you, first you need to make a decision to follow Jesus. All you need to do is remember your ABCs. A, admit. Admit that you've done wrong and ask God to forgive you for disobeying him. B, believe. Believe God sent Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. Trust that you're forgiven because Jesus made you right with God. C, choose. Choose to spend your whole life depending on God's power to help you say no to sin. As you live and love like Jesus, tell others God is the leader of your life and your number one friend. And if you want to make that decision today, be sure to talk about it with your Connect small group leader before you leave.
Thanks for joining us online for our worship experience. Be sure to head over with your parent to our church website at www.northparkrdu.com to see all our latest updates and events. I pray you have an amazing week. I love each and every one of you. Peace.